That's interesting. Oop, got it.
All right. So today's topic is crypto security. And James Tiley from Cyber FM is going to be hosting. So take it away, James.
All right. Crypto security. You know, my mind is always blown with these mind maps. I never know how you want to. Gotta get into this one day with mind maps. So last week we talked about, well, not last week, right? We skipped a week, but the previous session, we talked about NFTs. And NFTs in reality, no matter what you make out of them, video, music, sound, imaging, title to your car, in reality, it's all cryptocurrency. So typically, we recommend people to learn the simple crypto stuff first. You know, go get your Dogecoin, little Litecoin, little Ethereum, learn how to move, learn how to manipulate a token. Because if you can't get those fundamentals down, you're probably not going to have too much success with an NFT. Kind of like grade 2. So if we go back to grade 1 and we learn how to manipulate crypto, the very first thing we have to worry about is security. Because the oohs and the ahs and the hopes and the dreams of cryptocurrency is to get rich. And in order to get rich, you have to be your own bank. And we're going to discuss overall with crypto security, are you really prepared to be your own bank? And I think the example of that is when you go to your local bank, you walk in through these big doors, you meet the security guard. That security guard is armed to high heaven. Then you form a line based on what you're going to do at that bank. And in that bank, you might be going to your safe deposit box, in which case a teller gets a key, the manager might have to appear, and together, using what you would call multi-factor authentication, and we'll get into that, your manager and your teller open up the safe, and they walk you in, and then the manager and yourself with your key might open up your safe deposit box, and you wink at each other, and then if it's something discreet, the manager might say, "I will return in 10 minutes." You know, security is truly hardcore. And if you're getting into crypto, you have to be that teller, that manager, that security guard, and that safe. So we're going to try to cover how to do all of that in the highest level that we can without getting too deep. So your entire bank in crypto is a wallet. And I'm sure that we've all seen wallets before. You got, you hear about Bitcoin wallet and Ethereum wallet, and I have my wallet, and my wallet's on my phone, and I'm ready to spend crypto. So you're going to say to yourself, well, I need to pick one, right? I'm an iPhone user. I'm never at a computer. So I'm going to try to pick a wallet that works for a mobile phone. Another person might say, I don't have a smartphone. I got a flip phone. But I have my laptop. And that person's going to want a wallet that operates on a computer. Now, the fun fact, and what is misled often by people, is that all of these wallets, they're nothing. The software that you download for a wallet is literally providing a window to what we call the blockchain. The best example of that is, regardless of where you live, when you go outside, you're outside. So you can only go out into the blockchain by opening a door or opening a window. So it doesn't matter what wallet software you download, they're all just allowing you to view and manipulate the blockchain. And it's going to be important with regulation that's coming up with both the EU and the US, which might be another conversation. But the bottom line is that all a wallet is access to the blockchain. you can't directly touch the blockchain. You interact with it. So when you have a wallet, you want to, and especially for NFTs, but in theory or in general, if you're going to go all in on crypto, you want it to be a wallet that you own. Because if you use Walmart's wallet, you have automatically at that moment, you might as well just be going to a regular bank, right? You've handed over your savings and your income and your money to Walmart. And that's not the purpose of crypto. The purpose of crypto is that you don't have to go to anybody but yourself for your money. So when you're picking out a wallet, you're going to choose between the way it works. Might be on your cell phone, might be on your computer, can be online. You could very well pick up what's called a hardware wallet, which is you put it on your keychain, literally like a USB drive, and you carry your money around that way. You'd plug it into a computer to access it. And that hardware wallet would work in tandem or in conjunction with maybe a Chrome extension like we call MetaMask, right? So let's say we're using Ethereum or Polygon, you may have heard of Phantom. You're using MetaMask, and MetaMask is serving two purposes. Because again, these aren't the physical wallets. The wallets that you and I will know, which is a 0x address that nobody ever wants to memorize. These wallets are just providing you access to view and manipulate that address that you have now reserved for yourself on the blockchain. So you plug your Ledger, your hardware wallet in, or you use MetaMask on Chrome, Microsoft Edge, one of those. And you say, okay, I've got $5 in here. And you don't even need a wallet software, again, to view that $5, because you could go to a website like etherscan.io just to double check, and you go, all right, I feel good, that money's there. You know, you may have lost. Here's a bad example. You lost your wallet's gone. You have nobody to blame but yourself. But the whole world could go to Etherscan and look at the blockchain and go, there's that $5 you just will never see again. It's going to sit there forever, abandoned, gone. Right? That money, you might lose access to your money because you lost access to the wallet that gives you access to the blockchain. But the blockchain will never lose your money. So far what we know is your money's on a blockchain, and that's how you view it and you manipulate it via a wallet. So how do we make sure we never lose our wallet? It's going to be the steps that we take in the very beginning when we generate our wallet. And when we generate a wallet, it goes back to what I said earlier. You have these keys. It's like the DNA of a wallet. And that's why you could use it anywhere. You could use it in MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Ledger, joeyswallet.com. I wouldn't recommend that, but it's completely feasible because you own the keys to your car. You could drive your car anywhere. So you own the keys to your wallet. You could use whatever software that you feel comfortable with because you hold the ultimate key. Nobody else does. Going back to being prepared to be your own bank. And it's really simplistic. When you generate a wallet key, it's going to give you the second half, which is private. And it's very important, and we're going to cover how important that is. But if you live in the United States, you might consider it your social security number. I don't know what you guys use overseas for like credit scores and IDs. Maybe your passport number, right?
Yeah, something like national insurance number would be the equivalent.
There you go. It's that one number that you wouldn't give your grandma if you're not looking at your grandma face to face, and I just say I'm your grandma. You go, I don't know if you're my grandma or not. I'm not going to give you my number. So You can never forget this key because it's only for you, which means that you're also going to have to keep it somewhere safe. You know, you might lock it up in a, you got to keep it secure. You got to lock it away. You might want to have a copy of it locked somewhere else as well. Imagine your prized possession that's near and dear to your heart, AKA your life savings. You're going to want to not lose that. And again, the way it generates a wallet is it gives you secret words and or a very, very long combination of alphanumeric letters and numbers and things like that. So the seed words tend to be a little bit better, a little bit easier to understand. Joey, car, Zoom, Google, zebra. And they have to be in order. You can't go just place them around. They got to be in order. At the end of the day, you can't be an idiot. You could be a failure in a lot of things in life, but do not be a failure here. There is nobody that is going to be able to help you as much as they want to. If you lose the keys to your wallet, and it's challenging, and it happens. We talked about that episode of Big Bang Theory in the last. I don't know if anybody caught it, but they lost their USB drive that had that key on it. And they made it a hilarious episode, but at the end of the day, it could be a lot of money. So how should you not lose it? Let's go to key storage. And I would say open up, keep the key secret too. Let's tag team that. A cough right in your ear. So you're not going to be able. Remember, we talked about you could stare at your money all day long. The whole world can, which is why it's transparent. I could see how much money you have. Kevin could see how much money you have. We can all see how much money you have if we know your public address, your 0x wallet address. But we can't manipulate any of your money without that secret private key. That's the key that's going to be used for you to say, I am James Tiley. I am about to send Martin some money. If I don't have my key, I can't send it to Martin. If I forgot my key, I should be able to say to myself, when I go to my safe, pull it out. Oh, that's right. That was my key. Hold on, Martin. Don't worry. The money's coming. Right? Because I need, my life might revolve around generating music that Martin helps me with, and I got to pay him. I lose that money. If I lose that key, I can't pay Martin. Now I can't do my job. Now I'm really screwed. So how do we make sure we don't lose that key? It's really not technology. It's not rocket science. We print it out on a piece of paper. Do you want that paper to survive? You might have to put it in a safe, a fireproof safe. Paper burns. So you say to yourself, all right, well, I got my paper print out here, and this is good for all intents and purposes. But what happens if I have a fire? We've seen people put these seed words on dog tags. This is extreme, but I love it. They've imprinted them on dog tags from like wartime, veterans have dog tags with their ID numbers on it. And the reason for that is that they were pretty much indestructible. And in all fairness and in all morbid honesty, in Vietnam, you step on a landmine, boom. Was that Joey? Well, we got to go find his dog tag and find out, because the aluminum dog tag doesn't burn. It's proven its test in time. So I know a guy that not wrote down, but imprinted his 12 seed words or 24 seed words on these dog tags, put them on a key ring in order. So you got hot dog, cheeseburger, Chevrolet, Army, right? And as he flips through the key ring, he's putting the words through. You might just, the average stranger might just go, oh, look, there's some dog tags. I don't know what they're for. So your house burns down, they'll survive. And believe me, you got enough money in your wallet, you will siphon through that burnt down house, moving your old couch away to find those dog tags. You'll absolutely want to do it. I think it's an ingenious way. But as long as you have those keys, you got them written down, you got them imprinted. You might, some people use a brain. If you're a genius and you can memorize your words in order, they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Nobody knows what goes on in your brain outside of you. That's an amazing way of memorizing, protecting your keys. They're stored in your brain. I can't do it. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to happen, especially when you have more than one wallet.
I
But
would
you-
also
Mhm.
have a backup of the seed somewhere safe,
You can
Um,
never have enough backups, right? You might have a safe in your house. You might have a safe in a safe deposit box at a bank. You might be a billionaire with an underground bunker. It's you're going back to being your own bank. How secure you're going to be. And there's security measures that you could take. And again, I don't think it's rocket science, right? So now we talked about a cold wallet. Well, we're going to talk about a cold wallet, but keeping those keys, those dog tags, right? Because they have to be in order. Maybe you are so paranoid because one of us in this room could be lucky enough to hold 7 figures worth of money, and you're not going to trust the bank. So you might say, I'm going to keep half of my wallet keys in drawer A and the other half of my wallet keys in drawer B. And I'm going to keep a redundant copy of those, one safe deposit box at Bank of New York and another safe deposit box in BNP Paribas. Imagine having $1 billion and knowing that you can't get to your keys unless you leave New York at a JFK and fly to London, where the other half of your keys are held. I mean, that is extreme. There are people that do that. Now, when we talk about extreme, I don't want to get too much into antivirus and stuff like that because hopefully you do, right? Hopefully your computer's clean. When you generate in a wallet, chances are, if you're new to crypto, you're going to use a program like MetaMask or like Trust Wallet, right? And they're gonna provide you these keys, and you're gonna go through everything we just said with protecting them. You could very well have a cold wallet, and a cold wallet is a wallet that has never touched the internet ever, which means you didn't use software online to create your keys and your seed words. You could download a program. The last one I used was called My Ether Wallet. You download it onto a USB drive, a floppy disk if you are still there, right? You download it and you place it into a computer that is not online. It is not connected to the internet. And you run that program and it generates your keys. Your keys have been generated in the privacy of your own home, offline. And then you take those seed words and you do what we said. You put them in a safe. You laminate them in paper. You do whatever it is that you think you could do to protect those seed words. They've never touched the internet. Those seed words create that public address, that 0x that the whole world could see earlier, etherscan.io or whatever. So now you're really paranoid. You're really secure. And you are paranoid. There's no level of paranoia that would be deemed insane when it comes to being your own bank. Banks are very paranoid. Don't let them ever lie to you. 17 cameras, 3 security guards, and a lot of firearms. Every bank you walk into, that's paranoia. You have to be that paranoid. So now you've decided you're going all out. You've got your wallet, you generated it offline, never touched the internet. You got your public address that is safe to give, right? you have to give people your account number in order for them to pay you. So that's the one that's safe. Your public address. You are not going to want to. So your public address is actually safe. You could give that to anybody. You can announce it. You can put it on the Super Bowl. Hey, everybody, pay me here. There is nothing that can go wrong with your public address. It's that private key that makes or breaks you. And if you keep that private key on your computer, we're guilty of that too, right? You write it down in Macintosh on Notes, not realizing that Notes backs up to iCloud, not realizing that now you're only as good as your iCloud password. It's a no, you don't want to do that. So you run antivirus software to make sure your iCloud is safe. You're going to get phishing emails. As you use your wallet, you're on OpenSea, you're selling your NFTs. You're Kevin Tootle. You are the world famous artist that draws the album covers for Fabrizio's latest cover hit from Aerosmith in Piano. You guys are known now. You're going to get an email that goes, Dear Kevin, OpenSeas has acknowledged that you've made $17,000 in sales. Please click here to validate that you are authorized to place your album cover with Fabrizio's music. You're going to say to yourself, oh, that's funny. I thought I did that. Yeah, hold on. Let me click in. No, it's probably fake. When you connect your wallet, that's connected. That's why you want your cold wallet for your, because when you're spending money in your regular wallet that is online, it's going to get connected to these phishing mails or fake websites. We all want to go to ebay.com, but nobody wants to go to ebayi.com. And that's how you get tricked. And next thing you know, you're granting them access to your wallet. So
Yeah,
again, with redundancy.
You'll receive a lot of MetaMask emails, a lot.
Oh, probably. I can't imagine. I told the guys when we were building this, because I'm known for what I'm known for, they actually watch me. And you and I, Kevin, we could do the experiment. I could go on Twitter and you could say, hey, James, I don't see my Cyber FM in my Trust Wallet. And I'll come back to you and say, oh, that sounds like it's a Trust Wallet problem. Or have you tried a different wallet? I promise you, you will get at least 9 tweets of people pretending to be Trust Wallet support.
Yeah.
We're here to help you. Hold on. You gotta love dogs. I think it's not live radio, huh?
Yeah. Lots of private messages. Hi, I'm from MetaMask. How can I help? Let me help you get your funds back. So be careful.
You go
Be
close
careful.
my door.
Yeah, I get Coinbase stuff and MetaMask all the time.
Yep.
I don't even have a MetaMask wallet and I get them.
That's because you use Coinbase, which means you're on all the lists now.
Yep.
It just takes a while to get rolling, but yeah, you'll receive dozens of these a day. It's pretty bad. So be careful, trust no one. Also, I suggest not taking a photograph of your seed, because again, that uploads to the cloud, doesn't it? So then there's a photo of your 16-word seed. So it's little things like that where people get exploited. So just take little.
Amazon is delivering Chewy. Everybody's so happy. But yeah, we can guarantee that somebody from a fake wallet company will be there to help you at your every step of the move that you need, because we care about you.
Well, this is exactly what happened to Gary. He as you say, James, he got done on Twitter and ended up down a rabbit hole, and he nearly got exploited. It's so easy to happen.
Very easy to get manipulated. And if you're having a bad day and you're not thinking clearly, you could very well be like, you know what, I need help. And because Coinbase, for example, they're not going to reach out to you. You're going to enter a trouble ticket with them, right?
Right.
Or an exchange, other exchanges. But I guess if you're caught off guard and you say, hey, this is John from Coinbase, just reaching back out to you about that ticket you entered. If you throw a dart in life, you're going to hit it sometimes.
Most definitely.
So it comes back down to common sense. It's nothing to do with technology, nothing to do with hardcore mathematical algorithm. It just comes down to don't get mugged on the street. If it sounds too good to be true, it absolutely is. And nobody. The big hint is when they ask for your private key, or they say connect your wallet here. My wife does not have my private key, and it's not because I don't trust my wife. It's because I don't trust the other people that will know that my wife has my private key. And now I have two central points of failure for some guy to try to manipulate my wife to giving up my private key.
Right.
She has her own, and we say good luck, Godspeed. But it's only yours that you're going to give up if you fall for it. So nobody gets your private key.
Yeah, you have to sort of abstract away from the traditional banking mentality, and there's no middleman, trust no one, so once you start to get into that mindset, it becomes easier, but it's definitely moving away from the traditional finance formula, so it comes with all sorts of inherent risks.
See, and that goes with that. So we were talking about a hybrid strategy for wise investment, right? And that's where you might have, you're going to want to have multiple wallets. I mean, I easily have 30. So you have a checking account and a savings account, and you have a credit account. You might have a home equity loan, right? You have all these different accounts. And that's kind of how I treat wallets. I have a cold wallet that has never touched the internet, like we talked about. That's my savings account, right? I have the ability to send money to it all I want because it's not online. It's only going on the blockchain, and we can use those websites to view the blockchain. So my savings account never has to be turned on, right? And then I keep some walking around money that might be on my phone and Trust Wallet. I bought my Chevrolet Suburban by driving down to Orlando and bumping phones with a guy, and I paid him in Ethereum. That was my hot money and my hot wallet, my spending money. And it was a great peer-to-peer transaction. I drove home in a new car.
Yeah, excellent. And because it was Ethereum, it was a nice quick transaction. So within 20 minutes, it's cleared and you can drive off.
Yeah, it took longer to sign the title and test drive and all that.
Huh.
Now,
Cool.
and I was prepared for, and funny story, my friend who came with me, I said, okay, we're going to negotiate the price, right? So I gave him some money into his wallet that he held. And if I had to, I would have been like, hey man, could you give me $5,000? This guy's not budging. And he would say, you know what I mean? So we even did the old school sales track tactic.
Yeah.
With crypto. I can only go 12 on this truck. I need 15. Hey Jeff, you got $3,000? I'll pay you back later.
Yeah.
So that's how you have multiple wallets involved. And it looked just as if in that real life scenario, like he reached in his pocket to give me $3,000.
Very cool.
So back on security though, so even in that scenario where we used multiple wallets, every wallet, there's going to be two things that I would recommend. Every wallet should have a different software wallets. We're talking about the hot wallets that are online for when you're going to go buy a car. You Trust Wallet on your iPhone will have a passcode. Now you can set it up to be your iPhone passcode. It's good. But if they got your iPhone passcode, they've now got your passcode to your wallet. You see how that works? So you could set your own passcode for Trust in this Trust Wallet scenario or MetaMask. So now, all right, you might have found my phone I left it at the gym like an idiot. And you could get through my phone and find all naughty pictures. But my wallet's still got a passcode there. Now, and you're not, so we're safer, right? There's a double layer. It goes back to our security measures. Every wallet might have a different password. You're going to want to keep it unique. You could have Trust Wallet and MetaMask installed on your phone at the same time, right? You might like Trust for Ethereum, but you might like MetaMask for Polygon. So you have these different wallets. They should have different passwords.
And you can also set these on the phone, especially biometrics. So fingerprint or eye scanner, and that's the next layer.
Right, your Face ID, your fingerprint.
You can't be.
With that said, here's something. It's real life. It's a cold conversation. St. Patrick's Day, downtown Manhattan. You're walking out of a bar. The guy says, back in 1983, he said, "Give me your wallet." In 2023, he says, "Give me your phone. I heard you talking about Bitcoin earlier."
Yeah.
Now, if you're prepared to fight for whatever reason, might be a big guy, right? You say, "I got this. It's okay." What if your phone is protected by your fingerprint or your face? And that criminal gets your phone. You can't stop him from scanning your face real quick. Your new fight is now going to be covering your eyes as opposed to hitting the guy to get your phone back. But if you have a physical password and he says, "Tell me your password," you're able to say no until he beats it out of you, right? You are weighing the circumstance. A strong person is going to grab your hand and force your fingerprint onto that phone. But if he says, "Tell me your number or I'll beat you," you go, "I don't know, try 1, 2, 3. Oh, that didn't work. Sorry." Meanwhile, I'm imagining the other ways that I'm going to get my phone back, right? Or I'm going to overpower you. It's funny how you think how secure biometrics might be. But in this situation, that didn't really work out, did it?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
And this is because I created the biometric software for Bloomberg back in 2000. And we had to actually mimic a stockbroker being kidnapped, having his finger amputated from his hand, and being placed on the login for Bloomberg. And when it worked, we said, "Okay, how do we improve this?"
You actually cut someone's finger off?
No, we mimicked what a dead finger would.
Sure.
We also learned that parasailers that you out in the Hamptons where they ride the waves with it looks like a kite, but it's a
Yeah.
So the fiberglass poles erase your fingerprints.
Hmm.
They were getting locked out of these multi-million-dollar traders are getting locked out of their Bloomberg system after an enjoyable weekend in Bridgehampton.
Huh.
Yeah, security is a bitch. There's really no other word to put it. So you got to come up with just redundancy. You got to come up with codes. You got to come up with. At Bloomberg, we decided that if we overrode your finger, it would be via technology that was invented by Timex in 1981 that blurbed almost. It actually had a different problem. It would blurt these bright lights onto the screen that you held a photo lens camera to, and it blinked a Morse code, and that overrode your fingerprint, unless you had epilepsy. Now we were triggering epileptic seizures for stockbrokers who were parasailing who had no fingerprints. This is real life.
Crazy.
So individual passwords, individual codes, all of that, multi-factor authentication is you're an epileptic parasailer who's about to get mugged at a bar on St. Patrick's Day. Multi-factor authentication is you need my fingerprint and you need my passcode and you need my voice. That's multi-factor authentication. That goes back to the bank. When you said, I want to go to the safe deposit box to get my prized Garbage Pail Kids collection, and the bank teller and the manager both have to insert their keys in front of you, and they say to you, Kevin, now? And you say, please. And then they both turn their keys at the same time in order to open up the box to give you your prized Pokemon cards.
Magic internet money.
That's your multi-factor authentication.
Yeah, something you have, something you know, and something you are. So, password.
Well, I use KuCoin for trading a lot. KuCoin, when I do a withdrawal of my money, right? First of all, when I trade, so you could get me on. Here's a great example for trading. You could get my password and log into KuCoin, but you're going to need my phone because I'm going to get a code to support my password. But let's say you've stolen my phone. So now you got my password and you've got my phone in your hand. You got into KuCoin. James has $10,000 here. I'm going to withdraw it. Now you go to withdraw it and it's going to say, what is your passcode? Well, that's not written down anywhere because I'm not stupid. It's only in my brain. It's a 6-digit PIN, just like your bank. So now you have me kidnapped and I'm watching you break into my KuCoin and you beat me. So I say to you, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's going to say, okay, you can initiate the withdrawal. Then it does the withdrawal. You initiate the withdrawal. It starts to withdraw the money, and it'll say, "We sent another text message to your phone." So the guy says, "Okay, now I've got your phone in my hand, right?" So he looks and he validates that passcode that got sent again, and then it says, "We emailed you a code." Guys, the son of a motherless. What's your email, James? I'm not telling you. Right? You're going to have to beat me. He beats me. I give him the email. He gets access to my Gmail, which has also got multi-factor authentication. So at this point, I'm pretty much given up on life. This is the worst scenario where a kidnapper is just beating me for my 10 grand. The stupid email is going to say, please reply with your secret word. You could never I make it that tough just to withdraw $10 at a KuCoin because you never know how far somebody's going to get. Do you ever get an alert that says, we recommend you change your password? It's been found in the dark web and it's been exposed. There is a point where you could have so much multi-factor authentication going on. You could say to Experian, yeah, I don't care. Feel free, knock yourself out with that password because you're not getting far. Multi-factor authentication becomes that important. So what have we learned? We learned that all of these wallets are crap. They all do the same thing. It just comes down to what you like. They're all cross-compatible. All they're doing is giving you access to a blockchain. Do you like a red door or do you like a black door? Do you like an electric door? Do you like a door that doesn't have a doorknob? It doesn't matter. As long as you have something that's going to open that door to get you on the blockchain, you're okay. You can use one wallet type, what we have called layer 2 solutions from Ethereum. And Ethereum is the greatest example of dropping the ball. It became very expensive and very slow to use Ethereum. So we decided we have Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Phantom, XDAI. They're all the same exact address. And you automatically have, if you have an Ethereum address, congratulations. You're automatically in Polygon, Phantom, and XDAI, and Binance Smart. It's all there free for you because the wallets are cross-compatible. More so the reason that private key has to be swallowed. Sorry, you have to follow me around for 7 days before I poop out my private key. That's how important it is to ask yourself at the beginning that you did, am I really prepared to be my own bank? Am I prepared to handle myself walking out of a bar because I made a joke about Ethereum? Because bad people are out there. Am I smart enough to know what a padlock looks like on a browser address bar? I've seen people on Twitter say, I'm going to be at the Miami convention. I'm going to be over in aisle A, suite 16. I'm going to be hanging out with the guys who invented PooCoin. And people are watching Twitter going, really? You just told us exactly where you're going to be? And I'm so excited that I'm bringing my ledger. I'm going to keep it on me in my pocket all the time so I know it's safe.
Did you say
And
Bitcoin?
somebody grew up in Arkansas. Because if you grew up in Washington Heights, you are not going to be on the internet extremely telling people what pocket your ledger wallet's going to be in what room to discuss what coin. Stupid. Stupid.
I assume you're talking about that story that happened this week. There was a crypto conference in New York, and one big YouTuber crypto influencer turned up, and he was shot 5 times in the lobby of the hotel.
I did not hear about it, but you just validated my whole story.
Yeah, shot 5 times. He didn't die. He's in critical condition, but yeah, shot 5 times in the lobby of the hotel.
Because he was on YouTube with his 100,000 fans going, hey guys, come watch me drop my latest NFT. I'm going to do it live in front of you all.
Because some people are just stupid. Hey, I got loads of money. Come kill me.
Gary, is that you talking?
Yeah,
I like.
Very low.
"You're right. How you doing?
can barely hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah, a little better.
How you guys doing? Been a long time.
It has.
Yeah,
Have you been safe with your money?
I have no money, so I've been very safe with no money.
See, guy's guaranteed to live forever. Nobody's
They
going to
can't
rob.
think what I ain't got.
You just shot me 5 times. Turns out I'm broke. Joke's on you.
Put it all on Dogecoin.
I was carrying Dogecoin until I got rugged.
Oh, I wish I had it done, man. Back in the day, I was telling a guy who was like milking Bitcoin. He had like stuff in farms in Malta and all these various places. And I said, what's his bloody name? And I said, nah, this Dogecoin, mate, it's going to explode. And he's like, nah. I said, seriously, mate, this is going to bang. And it did. But like a doctor, I didn't follow my own advice. I just watched it explode without any investment, as usual.
Look at you, you're a bunch of fucking sleazy salesmen, right?
I just love watching it happen. It's funny.
What's that? Who put that on?
I don't know where that's coming from.
That was me.
Oh, all right.
So who reckons Bitcoin 100,000 by Christmas? And
You mailed in
why?
my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, mate, you've still got the spiel from your New York days. That is so good. You just can't turn it off, can you, Steve?
No,
James,
with me
his
forever.
name's not Steve, James. Oh, right, sell me a Christmas tree in the middle of summer.
Sell me this pen, right?
Yeah, baby, do it. Go on. You know you can.
Is this stuff regulated, or are you guys, what are you doing here?
Oh, that looks like a nice pen. What's that pen you got there?
Now this is for I have all. I used to work for Jordan Belfort, so I have. a
Yeah, I know.
special place in my heart.
Yeah, I know. No. But still, sell me a Christmas tree in summer. Go on, with your voice. Just do a little Rob.
You do it. All right.
No, this because James is so good, and I want everyone to hear how good.
I'll
James
give you
is
the
in
real
selling
spiel.
stuff.
This is what Jordan Belfort taught us. All right. So make your request again.
I would like a Christmas tree in the middle of summer.
You want a Christmas tree in the middle of summer?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this Christmas tree? Why would you put up a Christmas tree in summer?
Well, it's your job to convince me that I want that Christmas tree.
I'm not going to sit here and convince you. You came to me. You said you wanted a Christmas tree. I mean, if I was
Okay.
you, probably go
Okay.
look at a couple of these trees over here. They're not really oriented for Christmas, but you want a Christmas tree. I'm going to give you one. I'm just trying to figure out what the best one's going to be for you. Why would you want one?
All right. Okay. Well, that role play died on its ass. Let's try another
That's
one.
the problem. And that was what Jordan Belfort talked about in the movie. And he did it to us in real life. He would say, sell me this pen. And everybody would take the pen and go, well, it's a good pen. This pen has got black ink and it rolls real smooth and it's very clear to write with. And he'd take the pen back and he'd go, no, you didn't sell me this pen. And then he'd hand it to the next guy and he'd go, sell me this pen. And the guy go, I could write upside down with this pen. The ink is almost like it's fighting gravity. So, and it feels so comfortable. He goes, give me the pen back. He says, sell me this pen. And the
All
guy
right,
said, you want me to sell you this pen? Why do you want this pen? So what you're supposed to do is when you sell anything, you need to be able to relate to the person that is asking to be. Nobody's going to proactively just accept what you're selling them, because then you have to convince them that what you're selling is good. So if you're selling a stock, and this is what Jordan were focused on, was these penny stocks, these OTC crap stocks, and what would happen was they had their list of phone numbers that you would call for people that were already interested. See, it's literally, this is real right here.
You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell?
Now,
yeah, it does.
chances are that guy did not mail him a postcard. But what he did was he got just
Kevin and I would be like, we noticed
got
that
that info from
you
a
sent in a
company.
request for local observers for your double glazing windows, and we're happy to report that we're offering now a 30% off discount in your area. And as you did mail in that card, you are entitled to that 30% discount. And they'll be like, Margaret,
This goes right back to phishing mail with your wallet, right? You're probably going to say, you're going to get a phishing mail. It says, we made a mask. We understand you had a problem. And we're going to help you get back your Ethereum. Just click here to, chances are.
I know, it works every time. It's so disgusting. It works every time. Chances
are that guy did request information on penny stocks. He just doesn't remember when or who. Chances are you had an issue at MetaMask and you were out looking for help.
Or he made
so you're going to say
something and that got passed on. Like
you're going to say, it sounds right. I did have an issue at MetaMask. I'm going to go ahead and click this email. And you are what's called wrecked. What's the quote of the week?
Quote of the week is from Helen Keller. Security is mostly a superstition.
I love it.
It does not exist in nature, nor do children of man as a whole experience it. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing.
Wow, we got a thespian in the house. Yo, Rob.
Think about what she said. Security is mostly a superstition. That YouTuber thought that he's been in crypto for so long, he knows what he's doing. He did not avoid danger. He was no safer at the end of the day talking about how secure he was going to be at that convention. Still got shot 5 times. Welcome to the daring adventure of crypto.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate.
These poor kids, they're getting into it now. They have no idea what they're getting into. It's crazy. And you try and warn them. It's like, it's still the Wild West, baby. And it's like, what? Oh, man. You'll find out.
My only real advice is trust no one and do your own research.
Absolutely.
And pray to God. Because it can just suddenly turn on you. Just when you think all your ducks are in a line, they suddenly go upside down and start throwing shit at you. And it's like, what the?
There's only one thing that you should remember to be successful in life. You ready?
When Betty Whitefish wants a cup of coffee, you get her a cup of coffee. You get it.
When Betty White says she wants a cup of coffee, you get her a cup of coffee.
That's right.
Really
Oh.
should be.
All right, everyone.
Uh,
It's been a good time.
Did we go over?
Alrighty.
No,
Wait, we're
No,
under.
not at all.
we're 5 minutes
Oh,
under.
right.
They're
I
like,
was
Well, I'm
voted
alright.
most likely to go. Oh, I got 5 minutes.
Any questions? Any?
Any question?
Yeah, what
Very-
do we know about registering RFTs? How do we register our own RFT?
You what?
RFT. How do we register our NFT? Sorry.
so how to register an NFT?
Yeah.
You go to OpenSea.io, you connect your wallet, you make sure that you're on the proper website by looking at the padlock in your address bar. You upload your piece of work that you've created, and you have now created your first NFT after paying the gas fee.
I hope someone wrote that down because that was way too fast in my brain.
I have some links I can send you, Gary. Don't worry.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
but
sent
I-
anybody
I
something
need to
via
talk to you
Dropbox?
afterwards about doing a website as well, Kevin.
Okay.
Actually, he can go back and see the other
So
video.
do I have any watch
Yeah.
time?
Right.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, you're a week off. We did last week. We covered the NFTs. That's why we wanted to
Yeah.
cover. You
Week
might
off?
want to get an NFTs and all
We've been
that.
A year off, dude. Jesus.
That's why we
Yeah,
covered
Liam.
how secure you have to be.
Okay. Okay.
Watch
Yeah, I'm gonna have
the
to troll through the.
It's on
Rob,
the-
thank you as always for archiving these so I can troll through and catch up because I've got a lot of catching up to do.
All right. Yeah, it's up there.
Bless you, sir. Thank you.
So do you, James, do you remember the session we did on the metaverse?
Yeah.
Somehow it got 26 views on YouTube.
Oh, don't worry about the views, mate. It's
Mm.
just us. Who gives a
No.
fuck about the rest of the world? Sorry for the F-bomb.
I
Who
wonder.
cares about the rest of the world? It's about us.
Right, right. Did you use? Did you put the word Cyber FM in there or anything like that?
No. Mm-mm.
Like, I wonder if a keyword grabbed it.
Well, I
made
think
it?
metaverse probably took it
Yeah,
but
could
it-
be.
because we usually get like maybe 2 to 3 views on the videos, but this one went like 26. So
I've never looked at like what you use for. I don't even know if that's your goal, right? To have
No,
millions
it's
of
not.
people.
It's not. It was just interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the metaverse is all the rage, isn't it? So
So that means that you could just slip up and say metaverse, and 26 people like, oh, that guy say metaverse?
Right.
Well, kids.
Hashtag metaverse. Yeah, Rob, don't worry about the views, mate. This is all about us. That's all about.
Well, I'm not worried about the views. I just thought it was interesting.
yeah, no, interesting.
All right,
The
guys.
fact that the hard work you're putting
Well,
in
it's-
is amazing.
Good stuff. Certainly, yes, I'm in the first grade or second grade, James. So all good stuff to re-listen to so it sinks in.
Yeah, like, you know,
So thank
if we
you.
remember that it's more common sense than it is technology,
Oh, I'm doomed.
we should do better, right?
Well, one of Rob's biggest sticking points with me is that I never remember my passwords, and he gets extremely frustrated with me, and understandably so. So, like you say, you have to have the redundancy and have them in different places, secure, other,
You can use
because
a
it's
password.
easy to forget. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What did you say, Kev? What did you
You could
say?
You could use a password manager and then have all your passwords in one place, but then you still have the problem of having just everything in one place to fail. So, but it's a slightly better way because you don't want to use the same password for each website, just to be
Mhm.
secure.
You want to know the truth about passwords, and this goes all the way back to my fintech days at Wall Street. They used to say to me, James, all those new routers are getting sent out to Solomon Smith. What's the password? And I'd say, it's changed. And they go, yeah, we know. That's why I'm asking you, what's the password? It's changed. I know that you changed it. That's why I'm asking you. Well,
And I'm telling you, it's changed.
Those passwords will survive to this day better than anybody who tells you that you need a 16-digit long character symbol alphanumeric combination. A rainbow table and a brain will figure out 1993 September exclamation point well before it figures out not yours. And it might be NOTYOUR $. What's that password for the computer? It's not yours. I know, but I just need to borrow it. It's not yours.
You need to borrow it. Go fuck.
These were the passwords that we used to protect billions of dollars in data centers. The temporary passwords that went out on the Windows workstations was
People have
in
no
for
idea
you
how
for one day.
lightly it's all balanced. It's a joke.
So the point that I'm trying to make is that when you make a password, your password, you are probably far better off creating a password that says, I cannot stand these stupid password requirements as a password.
Yeah.
What I used to do is to put a multiplication in as well, like based on like the size of the windows or something. I go, that's about 6 foot by 4, so I do like 6 times 4 equals 32, and I put that kind of into the password as well. You know what I mean? Just to create some extra reference and make it more complicated.
Fair enough.
If I was in a different room and I had to remember the password.
And now we're 1 minute over. It
We
is
are
an
1 minute
over.
over time. So that's my cue.
Ah,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, James, for presenting. Really
Oh,
appreciate it.
yes, good stuff. Good stuff.
It's very interesting.
Alrighty.
And don't forget that if you don't know how to create a wallet and you're concerned, you can always go to cyber.fm, download the mobile app, enter your email address, and we will create one for you.
James, do I need to swap over to the Tron thing?
I don't know what you got to do, Gary. You're so far behind. You might just ask me to send you some.
What should I just like await orders? Basically, await your
Send me an
orders.
email later.
All right, wicked. Cheers, man.
All right. Ciao. Take care.
All right, everyone, take
Bye, everyone.
care.
Much
Bye.
love to everyone. Have fun.
You
huh?
as well. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Gary.
Yeah,
Love you
good to
all.
have you back, Gare. Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.